Today, in today's video, I wanted to do a how to kind of restyle and reuse your home decor and how you can get the most out of your home decor. So today I'm going to show you 5 ways that I did that in my home, and I'll probably show you maybe more than 5, but definitely, hopefully not less than 5. I actually don't really have all the 5 ways in my head, but just looking in this one room, I saw a few ways that you can reuse your Afrocentric home decor or your decor, your Afrocentric decor in many ways. What I love about Afrocentric decor is the fact that it all kind of goes together. And I kind of thought that before when I was in the States, but I think in the States you have so many more, let me say, as far as like ethnically, you have a lot of choices. So if you go into a Ross, you can have stuff made in India, in Cambodia, in Pakistan, in so many different places that sometimes you kind of are mixing and matching. I think that's where we get the more of the boho style. Thank you for the thumbs up. That's where we get the more boho style. But I think, and so you kind of, everything you have kind of matches with everything you have when I was in the States, but in some cases not. Sometimes I got the stuff from India and it had a different feel and different vibe. So different Vietnam, but it was there, but it was different. But I find especially, but it still could work, being in on the continent, being in Ghana especially for me, I find that the mixing and matching or the reusing or the restyling, I can do it often. I almost could do it daily if I wanted to. And I'm gonna show you some ways that I did that. So I'm gonna start with this, my beautiful table, the table that I designed. It's Tom from Drum of Ghana. I made this. I had this made this design from in Ghana, and it is my coffee table. Although I don't drink coffee, it's a coffee table. So I was thinking about how a lot of home decor channels, they like to have decor for, right, kind of no reason, just for aesthetic reasons, just because it's visually pleasing. And I thought about these cups that I'm actually going to be selling on the site. And I love these cups. These are actually made of the coconut skin. And I think it's actually beautiful art. I watched the men make it, and it's stunning. So these will be considered the wine glasses. And I drink out of them. They work. They wash well. They dry well. They're stunning. But if you're going to have decor for just decor purposes or aesthetic purposes, I think this is a wonderful, beautiful display. I mean, this could be actually be as a, if you wanted to move the table, it could be like a buffet table. Then instead of the regular standard, kind of oblong buffet tables, you could actually use this one as one and place your beautiful cups. But I just put it for aesthetic reasons. They were in a bag because, like I said, these are going to be sold. But they've been in the bag for months. And I said, instead of them waiting to be sold in a bag, let me display it and actually get a chance to show you all the beautiful display. So I have 7 cups. That's what I happen to have, 7 cups. And so they're here. Also, I have had, so redesigning, restyling, I've had this piece right here, and the sun is shining on it. And it's of the lovers. So it's a man and woman kissing, embracing, and holding a heart. And I've had this so many places. I've had this amongst the plants. I've had this on a nightstand. So I've had this in so many different places, and I continually change it. I've had it on nightstands, like I said, behind lamps. And this is another piece that I've done the same thing with, this beautiful piece here. This was actually in the center, and and this was actually somewhere in the plants. And I changed this because I'm taking pictures of all my stuff for the website. So these are acting as, beautiful backdrop pictures for the baskets or whatever I'm taking. And I changed this over here. So change, and I'm going to get into that, change the art, whether it's masks, whether it's statues. Some people will put a mask, like I said, my ex would put a mask up and that's where it would stay. And I feel like sometimes I would change them. So changing your artwork, and let me go into that. I changed the artwork. So before we had this one over here, and this one over there, and this one in the other room. But I think because I love this art, it's by the same artist, and I'm definitely gonna go back to the Malcolm that I first went to, which is closer to Kojo's house, because I think the artist's phone number is on the back. I hope it still is, because I love this art. I feel like this goes so well. Like this actually brings out the colors and the just the textures, because it has so much texture, because it's a multi media. It's got the the real 3D coming out, and it's just as a velvet. It's like a homage to, if y'all remember, if some of you are old enough to remember, like my mom and them used to have in the 70s, them dope velvet pictures with the black women and black men with big afros. Sometimes the women were nude. This is kind of like that version, because this is that same velvet, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful, and this is again the same artist, so you could interact with it, and the calabashes, and I think the colors are stunning, and I think you can really see it here. So the nails were already there, and I just put them on. Now, technically, I would love this here, but I would have to get it higher, and maybe that there. And then what I also want to do is get Kojo to come back and put the mirror in the center, and so I can really play with the artwork. But right now, I have to use the nails. These walls are cement, and you need a drill to actually even put the nails in the wall. So. But I love what this is saying. I feel like it up-leveled the room, and I love what it's saying. So again, I brought the cups out. I changed this artwork. I changed I brought this from the bedroom, and I put this one it was over this wall, and I put them over here. Another thing that I did, and then I switched this one over here, which I think is just absolutely perfect with the happiness and joy and the colors. Another thing I did that I'm loving, it was actually something I needed. A lot of us sometimes we are getting rid of our old couch. Just like mine was, it was the 2 chairs, and these were the cushions for the 2 chairs. And I'm going to, design and have made a chaise lounge. So I didn't need these anymore, but they are great. Who want to get rid of them? And I kept thinking for the chaise lounge that, oh, you know what? No problem. I'll reuse them for that. But in actuality, the chaise lounge is going to need its own pillows in its own way, in its own shape. And I still am not quite exactly knowing how I'm going to do it, that I realized that whatever cushion I use will be for that. And let me tell you why. Because me deciding to change so we're going to go in the other room and show how we restyled some chairs and a table. But restyling and moving the chairs and the table and using the chairs and the table for something different, I was left with these beautiful pillows. But the best part is I really did need a pillow, what you call a throw pillow or accent pillow, right? I really did need the pillow, but I didn't even know how much. I mean, my back is more comfortable, so it provides some cushion, some support. I love the roundness that is already going with the semi-roundness of here. I love that if I want that, I can have that, but also I have this. I love that it kind of cools down that kente print that really is in the curtains and kind of all over. It kind of takes your eyes away from that, and it brings in a newness to me. I just love it. And it feels good. So it's not just it looks good, but it actually feels good. And I love those pillows. So these were the bottom cushions that you actually sat on. I'm using those as back support. And they're pretty because they are layering the kente prints. And I love that idea. I love it. I love it. And then these were the cushions that actually kind of were used just like this to lean back on. So what I like is you can do it like this, kind of on the side. But also, I use these, which looks beautiful. I use these to also sit and talk to you all. So you can also turn it into back support as well, if you want to. So I love it. I love it so much. So, wow. Okay. I love these so much. So it's helped me. So I'm going to keep them. I needed pillows. I didn't want to buy any extra pillows. That's a big thing for me, not having to buy stuff. Because in my space, I don't still want a lot in it. I know you can't tell, but I really don't. So Love the uses of that. So let me tell you something else in the other room that I realized, and you're gonna laugh, but it works. Another thing was the usage of the calabashes, which I absolutely love. But I don't like things sticking out of them. That's just me, I'm one of them people. So I actually went up there and reorganized. So I took the cups were up there and reorganized everything so I can still utilize it. I got some bags that I'm working on that I'm not yet ready to reveal. So I put the bags in the calabash, and I just redid all the bags that was up there and seeing what was there and moving into places where it could be so that I could have the calabash. I love that neat look. I just love it. And it makes me love the calabashes more. I know that a lot of people will go on top of their closet and they will remove those kind of bag from the Dollar Tree or bins or the baskets from the home stores. Do you know what a feeling it is to have that your baskets are calabashes? And it's something different, y'all, about storing your stuff there and going up there to bring it down, to get something, to put something away. I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to baskets in that old way. Then again, but I'll show you in the kitchen how, of course, I do baskets, but they're just different and I designed them. So I really, really want to make the carved calabashes available on the site because I'm telling y'all, that storage, like I'm so glad like every one of our calabashes in a sense are not lamps because these wouldn't be anyway because, well, they could in another way. But I love these, absolutely love these. I mean, if your kitchen is big, you got a big refrigerator, you can put it on top of the fridge, you can hold your fruits and, definitely your fruits. Love that space. That's one of those right on. Okay, well, I'm gonna show you some other things that I used and reused and did differently. So we're gonna go on to the next one. But before we do that, I just wanna show you the plants. I remember that guy from Texas. You asked me how the plants were doing. They're doing very well. As you see, this palm actually has a new one. So that'll open up soon. So they're doing look, like I can't complain. And let me tell you why it has not been the hassle. That watering them once a week or at least once a week, my day is Sunday. Every Sunday, checking to see if they need water has made my life so easy. So there's no fussing all week with them. Maybe, I groom them on Sundays. I do everything on Sundays, and it makes it so easy. And they actually they like that schedule as well. So the plants are happier, I think. So, look, what can I say? They speak for themselves. Everything is growing. Always new stuff. And, like I said, I go in, like this one here had a lot of leaves. They're falling. But this is, I really do believe that's an outdoor plant. And this is the same one. But I just took off the leaves that was darkened and still beautiful. Everything is thriving. Raise the Empress. I put her over here, and I think she's happy. Snake plants doing great. Snake plant doing great. So this snake plant was way over here, but I moved her in the middle. And the reason why was because she needs light. You can see that one is moving there. They can't keep them in the dark, right? So the plants, you can see this one, somebody's right, is finicky. I never see a new one. I got to probably watch on the watering because every time after I water it, then the next a day or so, it starts yellowing the leaves. So one I had to take off, and I'm about to have to take this one off, but I kind of let it go through the process. And like I said, I don't actually see any new ones coming. So I'm not going to water this one as much because I think that's the problem. And I don't know why new ones. Maybe it has a stage. I'll have to figure this one out. But it's coming along. Things are coming along. And another thing, I had to switch because like I said, restyling. I had to switch some things around. So this plant, I think this is a part of the Chinese evergreen family, but I'm not sure. This plant was in the corner in the other room, and now it's here, and I think it's going to grow even better. First of all, it gets that first morning sun from the east, coming from the east. And that eastern sun is so perfect for, I think, this one. This one always grew well, but I can feel like she got more room. So I think she's going to do very, very well here. And yeah, everybody's doing great. This room right here, this is a classy room. And look, I even found a better place for the black fan that actually doesn't stand out as much because that black is, and that like brought everything home. Those colors on that painting, it so much matches the end tables, which are designed by me as well, and it matches the calabash lamp. So that black lamp there, now you can't see it, so I moved some things. Like, I'm loving everything in here. And then, of course, I just had to move this little chair over. You see the doorway so narrow, and it's already small, but it's even smaller because of the big armoire. But that's not a problem, because this room is mine. Like, this is not a room I let company in. This is my craft room, my creative room. Y'all know how it go. So anyway, I found a place for the fan that doesn't bother me as much, and now the blackness is even matching. So, okay, so we talked about bringing out your decor just for aesthetic purposes because it's pretty. We talked about moving around your artwork, whether it's your paintings or wall art, and I just love how that looks there, or your statues or figurines. We talked about if you get rid of an old couch or chair and you like the cushions. Sometimes the habit's like, I like the cushions. Keep the cushions and try to reuse them, whether use them for accent pillows or even throw pillows or even floor pillows. Like, these round pillows definitely is a vibe of like you could sit on the floor. But that's just one suggestion. Now let's go in here. We talk about definitely restyling. And this is the restyling of restyling. This is the set that the cushions came from. And this whole set was my so-called dining set that I thought that I would be dining in the hallway, but I have a kitchen, so I don't need it. But I love this set and wasn't willing to give it up. So I restyled it. And I decided I needed a plant table and a lamp, obviously, table. And then these are plant stands, the chairs. So I get to keep the whole set, but not have to get rid of it because I love it. And I'm just restyling it and reusing it. And we're going to go through the whole house. And so that orange picture with the lady was here. And this picture was actually in the corner where that one is now. But I moved it here because I feel like this is my serenity picture. This is my relaxation picture. And I really do love this picture, and I love it here. I feel like that blue, and then I think the blue framing, and even the blue that's kind of really in the trees. So greetings. So I feel like that just comes out. And again, you can mix and match your artwork. I mean, it's allowed. Like, take it off the wall and move it. Move the furniture. Style it in a different way. I try to do it all the time. Y'all gonna have this breakthrough. So remember, we had the 2 wires that was hanging that would just throw off this whole beautiful scene. And you know what? Duh. So this lamp has a plug, and that's the plug that goes into one socket, right? But I only put this lamp on at night. So why is the plug in there plugged all day looking ugly? So if that was number 1. I took that out. And then number 2 is this one. This one was in charge of the socket that's down there that was holding my Wi-Fi and cell phone. So that's what that was. And also the lamp. And also this lamp as well. But I don't put the lamps on in the day. I only put it on at night. So why do we need that wire here all day? And let me tell you what made me, it's just amazing. I know that y'all have had that before. Like, you'd be like, wait a second. Why wasn't I thinking about that? Why was I dealing with that ugly wire in the daytime when I didn't even need it? So that solves the problem. But really what had me going, I got to take pictures for the website. So I need to take a picture of the Angelina. And also I want to take some more pictures of the bed, but the Angelina. So this is what prompted me to take the wires out, realizing I could do that every day and just plug it in at night when I'm ready. So, and a reusing of, but I still want to now cover the wall. Before it was covering the wires. Now I want to cover the wall because, I got like some water issue in the wall, we thinking. So that part started fading out on the paint. So this is a way. And plus it just shows you another way to use your decorative pillows. This set is definitely for sale. So there we go. Now this, I'm lucky. This is my backdrop. This is the first draft of my own kitchen curtains and tablecloths. But I kept it because I paid for the sample. But this one will be hung up. It will be, actually, I'm going to have Kojo next week after Christmas come and hang it on the wall. So it'll always be there. But what I love about this is I can switch it around. Because when I try to do a video at night here, it's too dark. So let me just show you something. So I can take that, because I tried it, I tested it last night, and just take, excuse me, plant, and take this one, and take this one down and put that one up there. What do you call it? The backdrop. And so I'll have that in back of me when I want to do my videos in here at night because it has more light. So I love how I can take that back and forth. Like that is everything. Okay, so the next thing is, so you'll know that this is a laundry basket. And I'm using it here as a laundry basket as it was designed. But let me show you other ways to use a laundry basket for new people that's just watching too. And y'all, now you know a girl, first of all, I don't even like seeing that, but every time we paint it, it comes back. So wherever the water is being held, this is probably one of them. Or it could just be the moisture from outside because it's coming here again. You know we have this issue here, but that's okay. I don't worry. I'll paint it in maybe a few months, maybe United States spring, because here the weather's all the same. So, I need that Chase lounge. I need it because it's red, because it's going to be different, because it's going to be bright, it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be designed. It's probably, to me, one of my hardest designs that I've ever got, because I got to not just draw it and get them to see it and show other pictures, but I got to just make it my own, and then I got to figure out the cushioning portion of it and how that's going to work. And I want to use my own fabric, my own textiles that I create, mixing my own color red, and then my own symbols on it as well. So this is like a real life project, but I'm here for it. I think that's going to class up. I mean, not that it's not classy, but this whole, that chest lounge, and I'm going to make sure it covers that always, because that's the only spot that always goes, that loses some of loses some of the paints. So, and then I got to get Susie over here to do the covering, but I'm going to wait on this, I call it like a sock that's going to cover this water storage. I'm going to wait on it because once that couch going to be saying something, it's going to make me have to decide on what I want to do. I'm going to keep the curtains because the red that I'm going to do the couch in is actually going to be the red that's in here. So it's going to be more of like a wine. I already know that. And if I could actually color match this, and my thing, I'll take this to the textile man and color and get the red to be like this. This is going to pop even more. The red's going to make it pop some more. It's going to be beautiful. Then I have the wood. I make sure the wood gets sanded and then stained. And then, of course, I'm going to have the Decor symbols in the wood. It's going to be probably one of my finest hour, y'all, my finest hour. So that's coming. I know, I'm supposed to just show you different ways, but come on, it's my channel. So I am definitely going to, this doesn't work as it works for me, but it doesn't work for my guest who comes to sit if I have more than one. So yes, Natural Clever, I'm definitely going to take your advice on very small tables about right here and here so that the people that sit here can put their beverages on and the people that sit there. But that's, of course, my work in progress. But let's go in the way to use the laundry basket, because I'm selling it, but you can use it many ways. And I know how to do that because I did it. So, and I love it. And there's one other way you can use it, and I'll tell you. You can use it as a laundry basket. You can use it as a recycling bin. This is my one I'm selling as well. And you can use it as a trash can. There's so many ways that you could use it, and I love all of them. You can also use it as a coffee table. I did it. It's flat enough. You could take a tray. This is what I did. You could actually take a tray, whether it's a small tray, and put it on top. And then you can put your beverage on it. It won't fall. Or it's a large tray and put it on top and actually use it to put this is where I was doing videos on this when I didn't have anything else. Put your tripod right there, or you can find something else. But this could be a coffee table. It could also be end tables as well. When I didn't have the end tables that I designed, and that's now in the Ashanti room, I put these in the corner with their vivid colors. Ooh, for that Afrocentric person in your life, on the two corners, they were beautiful end tables. And then I put the lamps on top of them, and they held the lamps as well. So we got laundry basket, recycling bin, trash bag, coffee table, and end tables. That is pretty dope. My next love, if you saw my Afrocentric Home Design Facebook page, you saw the and my Instagram as well, which is Afrocentric Home Design as well, you would have saw these. When I put these three and then I put these two together, it's on my other Facebook page as well, Lisa Marie Goodson. Oh my God, the collection. When I saw what I did as a collection, it blew my own mind. When I saw it as a collection, when I say I love touching them, they have a vibration that is very spiritual. Everything about these, like I takes my breath away because I don't know if you can see like this straw. I've seen it made. It's a long and hard process. The styling is beautiful. You could style these this way. They could be styled on the floor on either side of your couch. You know, you could stack them up and put them in three just for prettiness. What can they hold? They can hold my extra bags when I refill. They can hold your napkins. I got tablecloths in there. They can hold your napkins, tablecloths. They hold in my ironing board covers. You just think of something. You sew, they can hold all your sewing stuff. Like, they're amazing. They're amazing. Like, I'm very, very happy with these and proud. And anybody that gets it, you will be proud as well. So let's just give a look at the kitchen. I'm not sitting there saying that I'm losing a vision because I don't think I am. So it's real life. You can see real stuff going on. But, you know, it's clean. But I love my kitchen. Like, I love my kitchen. That's why I don't have the dining room because I never ate there. Once I got the kitchen done, I so enjoyed being in it that I didn't need anything else. So I love it. I love it. I love the vibe. I love the energy. That's what you want to do. When you walk in the room, you want to feel something. You want to feel something. And when you feel that something, like you want to stay, that's a real feel something. And for me, I want to stay. I want to be in it. I think I get creative. I'm so joyful. It's you can see my energy. Very joyful room. Very joyful room. Just very, like, I still don't have all the stuff yet. Like I said, I got one or two things from there. Now, what I will for sure, now that those are settled and I know what's going to happen there, what I'll do for sure is next week I'll have the brother that did the artwork on here, that painted that, to come in and do that. And then this beige part is going to say 1, and then the Africa map, including Madagascar, is going to be right there. So at least I now know, like, I don't need to get a mask. That's in black. It's going to be the map of Africa on that, and it's going to be the 1 right there. And that's how I do it, and I'm sticking to it. Or it's going to just be the map of Africa right here, and then a mask maybe here. So I'll have to think, because it might not be one Africa. It might just be the map of Africa. We'll have to see. But I know these two places with the map, map of Africa and the 1. We're doing it somewhere, and it's going to be here for sure. So I'll call the artist in next week. I'm still thinking about what I want to do. If I want to put his President Kwame Nkrumah's party's colors, emblem actually on the side of him, I might, but I don't know, because all these other ideas I don't know. I got to feel like when it comes, like, I know, it's going to happen. Loved it. Still have not finished with this. Just using as is, like using the calabashes. I eat everything from it. They are so beautiful. I think color, I still want the color. But right now, I'm allowing. I'm not stressing myself out on it. These will be filled. I'm thinking about books. Like, I do really want some books, kind of, sort of, because to be honest, I don't read as much as I used to. I just don't. So at one point, I don't want books because I collect them, and then I know me, I'll let them go. So I don't actually think they're going to be books. I think the bottom, the 4, I think they're going to be display of beautiful objects. Maybe like that shell thing, but I think it's going to be more of a display cabinet on the bottom. So we'll see. And I love these baskets in here, and I actually need to get another one, and I just realized what the other one's going to be talking to y'all. So this is red, yellow, green, right? The next one's going to be, because I've seen them do it, and I want them to make one red, yellow, and green at the end. So these will have the calabashes. I would love to paint the bottom of the calabashes, the different colors as well. I know some of you are like, oh my God, I love the naturalness of them, and I do too, but I'm telling you, you'll love the colors as well. I just really want that vision that I originally had, I still want it. So that here, this one is falling apart. I want it repainted, sanded, something protected, but we'll deal with that later. So this is the beautiful kitchen. We are going to color those bowls. When you see the beautiful colors, just the bottom, because I got to store my food in it. And that one I could do. Matter of fact, when I come back Monday, next week I'll get it done. And you'll know I changed the ironing board cover, so I'm gonna make sure those are available for this thing to focus. I know it's got a lot to focus on, but come on. So anyway, I changed the ironing board cover, and yeah. So that's it. That is it for the home. I'm so happy in it. I love it so much. I just go from vibe to vibe. So like this vibe for me is this, I don't know, magazine, truly the Afrocentric home. This one room is the whole Afrocentric home that as a young teenager I thought of I wanted to have. This represents that to me. This is history. This is culture. This is elegance. This is somewhat maximalist. This is comfort. This is life. This is paying homage to. Love this room. Love this room. Good vibe. Good vibes with the Decor symbol rug. Love this room. The armoire, definitely. This is my entertaining meaning business. I'm a designer, and so my designs will probably always be here. And that's that vibe there. This is Born Underwater. This is the relaxing space. This is the tranquil place. This is the cosmic place, right? And I'm so glad I have this because this backdrop is still what I'm about. I love that I can sit here. I'm actually going to shower, put on my dress, and come back on the other channel with another video, just, my other spiritual videos. My kitchen is called Transformation. If I had a name for the kitchen, it would be called Total Transformation. When I see what I birthed, I almost can't believe that I did that. From where it came, and it could call Total Transformation, it could call Holding the Vision. It is such a happy, you cannot be sad in this kitchen. It's a very exciting space, and it makes you feel very, very creative. And I love that. I'm still working on the spa, but like I said, the 2 bathrooms will be last. I already know this, but I'm still working on the spa because, everything costs, but my plants are here. I love the vibe. I love being in the plant. I love taking a bath and looking at them. This is a vibe. It feels good. Look, y'all, I had bought these fans when I first came from the art center thinking I was going to take them back because I was on vacation when I came. But I decided, since I didn't have anywhere else to put them and I didn't want to get rid of them, this is my idea of it lets me know that we are ready to be, we're in a spa. Like the African spa is coming. And I just hung them off of the rods that actually I had designed too. And so that's giving me a vibe. So it's coming. When it does come, believe me, woo, it's going to be something. But it's comfortable and I love it. And then what you call the water closet? It's called the toilet room. The toilet room, I took the curtains off because I don't use them. I can't. I need my plant. As you see, this plant is doing excellently. And I still love it, my red and my white. It's coming. We'll get in here in a minute. But I'm happy. I'm very pleased with this house. I was thinking about this apartment and I was saying to myself, this apartment has no negative vibes. This apartment has nothing bad to say. There's no unhappiness. There's no, I don't know. I can't explain it, but I'm going to remember this apartment. I say remember because let's face it, y'all. We're going to move again because we're going to have to. I'm going to need more space. I'm going to need nature. I'm going to need yard eventually. But I will remember it. I realize now I'm not probably as attached to homes as I obviously not because I keep moving. I've moved a few times. But each home has something. And I think about the first home I lived in. I was born in Brownsville, Brooklyn. And that home, I just remember being close to my mother. that she kept us near because it was a very dangerous neighborhood and we were really close. But I left there when I was 5 or 6, I think. And then I moved to Park Slope, Brooklyn. And that was just a great place for a young child to grow up. So I had a real childhood in Park Slope, Brooklyn. And that house was my mother. My mother was a designer. So my mother was a style. So our house, even though we didn't have any money, was always wicker. Now it's cane. This is the plants, the sun coming through, the unique pieces. That was my mother, and I love her for it. So that place was nice until 14. Then we moved to the projects. And y'all, I don't know if you heard Houdini, the brother John Fletcher from Houdini died from the rap group. That really hit me because when we moved to Wyckoff Project, we lived on the 6th floor, and Houdini lived on the 17th. It had 21 floors. And it was 3 buildings in Wyckoff Project. And we used to call it like that. Which one you in? 185, 130, and 272. And John lived in 272. I can tell you his girl from Maryland, his twin brother named Joe, his brother David that used to protect us when the people in the projects wanted to beat us up. Oh my God, his mother. I remember when she was live and when she passed. His sister Harriet. Y'all, I know them. We grew up together in the projects. And so to hear John, I knew John as John so much, John and Joe. Joe used to say, oh my God, his twin brother. I can remember stuff, but I knew John so much that when somebody said Ecstasy died, I said, who that? I said, oh no, John Fletcher from the Houdini. That's all the people. My sister said, you didn't know his stage name was Ecstasy? I said, no, I know him as John Fletcher. So anyway, but watching that today, seeing him pass, only 56, is a few years older than me, it made me really think about that time, back when I was living in the project. I moved in, I was 14. I left when I was about 22, going on 23. And those years, my mama and then my sister, everybody left, some years after, some longer. My mom was the last to go. But what I will say is I used to be so, oh my God, projects, I can't wait to get out of the projects. And now when I think about John in those days, some of the best things and the best growing up in my teenage years was in that projects. And my mother still was trying to deck it out, but she got real depressed when we got there. So our house wasn't as decked out as it could be, but it was, it was good. When I moved there, I moved to Las Vegas, and I was just partying so much at that point, I don't remember what the apartment looked like. And then from Vegas, I moved in with a boyfriend in Berkeley, and it was like frats feeling. But my first apartment was in Oakland, California, and my first real apartment with my best friend. And it was normal. I don't think I put a lot into the apartment, but it was always clean. But the apartment that, of course, I remember the most is where my daughter was born, and I lived in for 16 years. And that was in Lake Mary, Oakland. And that one, no, I didn't have no money for no Afrocentric, nothing. It was basic, and it was beautiful. And it was basic, but it was such a beautiful apartment because it had a deck and had all this room, and it was very old house, over 100 years old. And that one was like an attachment. I couldn't go. And from there, I moved into the ghetto house where I got robbed by gunpoint, but I made that house very pretty. That's when I found myself as, I wouldn't even call it designer, just a decor person. But when I left there, I knew I was leaving. When I got robbed, I went to visit my sister. And, I did. Oh, wait, I do stuff like that, don't I? I just thought about that. When I was living in that house where I got robbed and all my stuff was in there, remember, I just went on vacation. Ooh, watch me when I go on vacation. I just went on vacation, y'all. If y'all remember, I just went on vacation. And after I got robbed, and I never came back to that house. I had my ex at the time, or boyfriend at the time, moved me out, and I never saw that house again. Luckily, he moved me out because we still probably would have left everything. So I'll be moving without. Once I leave, I go on vacation. That's probably a telltale. She going on vacation? Oh no, she may never come back. Let me get my dibs on what I want from her apartment. No, don't do that. But I didn't mind that house. I don't even remember. And then I moved in with my ex in the loft, and no, it was beautiful. It wasn't mine, so I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that place. But the place in North Carolina, that apartment, I loved that apartment in North Carolina. It was a very, very beautiful space. It was loft, but not too lofty. It was an apartment, but like it was a loft. It was great. It had 2 bedrooms. I love that apartment, and I decorated that apartment quite well. I love that North Carolina vibe, and I just love that apartment. And then the townhouse, I love that I could just really be creative in the townhouse, but the structure of the townhouse for me as a single woman wasn't for me. And I don't miss that space at all because it's just a time, and it was just a time to sit still until I catapulted. But this apartment, I love the vibe. I can't, from the moment that I got in, even though it was a mess, it was terrible looking. Like to me, I mean, I didn't see it. When I came in that day, after they just painted it this boy blue and that yellow that is in here, and it was nothing else, and the floor was dusty, and I had a mattress on the floor. I knew the vibe was so good. I was like, dang, but the vibe in here is dope. So, and then I created my own vibe. So here we are. Here we are. And I just wanted to show you. All right, y'all. I will come on camera in the other video. Right now, I'm not going to come on camera because, I want to freshen up. I got a new rule. Only come on the camera when I'm ready. When I'm looking, feeling beautiful, looking good. Although I do always feel beautiful, but we don't need to do that. All right. So a couple of housekeeping things. And we'll talk about it. Y'all, we do have Nana and Nketia class that's starting on Saturday, but I'm thinking about actually postponing it, not canceling it, but postponing it until January. Because a lot of people, I know you're strapped, you spent a lot of money already on Christmas, and I want to give people an opportunity to be live because that's where you could talk to him and ask your questions about your ailment, whatever, or somebody and you can get the herbs sent to you specifically for you. And so the live interaction is actually kind of important. And he's like me, I think he needs the live interaction. So I'm really thinking of just postponing it, not canceling it. He would love that. He should be our January. He should be our 2021 of how we starting off the year. I think that would be best. This year is done. Let's face it, we on the 24th. You know what I'm saying? Like this year is done. And we need to let it go and release it and go within. And I think that the day after Christmas is way too much for most people. So we're going to postpone it to January. So I just wanted to say that. So yeah, that's it. But January, a lot of good stuff is happening, but I'll tell you about that on other channel. All right, ladies. So that is it. Yes, and I still love, I know she in the love corner. I know, y'all, I know. But I love her. Like, I don't know the calabash. Like, I'm definitely going to do the shells on the calabash. Oh, yeah, I'm about to create that one. The cowrie shells, her gentleness. Like, I love that she's a warrior woman, but she's gentle. Her colors. I love this picture. This is where I'm at. That's why she's in a partnership, relationship, romance. I'm just protecting myself. I am protecting myself. I'm protecting that part because there's so many other parts of me that I've laid dormant for so long, just being in relationships that now I'm good. Like I'm real happy. So, all right, y'all. We'll talk on the other one. I got some beautiful things to share about the value of family, particularly in Ghana, and all the good stuff that's coming along. So like, share, subscribe, and share. And also, if you see something that you like, please feel free to email me at theblackberrybeauty@gmail.com and come through. Rising Heights says the pictures you posted were absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Yes, and I took them myself, so my picture taking is pretty decent. Grand Rise, Lisa Marie. Hey, Natural Cover. Hey, Omi Funke. Hey, Omi Funke. Pray all is well your way. Hey, Melissa. Hello. Joy, greetings. Much love to you, too. Pretty much, and thank you. You see, in the space can be purchased through Lisa Marie at theblackberrybeauty@gmail.com. Thank you. I would be nice to store throw cover. Yeah, it would be nice to store throw covers. There you go, Natural Cover. Thank you for helping me think of, like, winter stuff. Because, I forget. I always love those fans. I'm sitting beside mine right now. That's right, Queen. Hey, Emma. Hey. Natural Clever says, okay, cool. Yes, glad to see you, Natural Clever. Email at the Blackberry Beauty. Email at the blackberrybeauty@gmail.com. Thank you, Naturally. All right, ladies, I'll see you in the next video when I'll be sitting over there. A girl need to freshen up, but sometimes I get up and I just get caught in the decor and I got to put put everything in place and, make everything happen. And just, I like my space to be loved. Like, I feel like in this house, I'm truly loving on my space. Like, I get it together because just like I got to get myself together and wash myself and my body, my face, I feel like it deserves that same thing. Home to me is very special. You know what? I talked to my girl, we'll talk about her on video, ES today. We talked text talk, and I love ES. Like, ES is a very amazing and powerful woman. We're going to do some beautiful things together in her space. But you send her love and support. She's doing what she needs to do, and she's going within, and she's creating some very beautiful stuff. There's some evil forces out here, and thank you. But they can't touch her because she's way too protected. And sometimes the creator got to get our attention. And I love her. I fully support her, and I ain't got nothing but love, and I hope you do too. And she's a very brilliant woman, and she got a good soul. She's a Sag like my daughter, and her and my daughter look just alike. Like, that's my daughter, the same complexion, same face shape. Like, it's amazing. So I love her, and I just want to say that, and we'll talk about that more. I love her. So let's show our love for our sister and our support, and let's let this year end. Thank you, Naturally Clever. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yes, ES has our support, as you said. They can't touch her. No, they cannot. So, Naturally Clever, are they, you can tell me now, are they? Okay, that was deleted by you. I want to see if, I know you're trying to get that .com. Don't worry about it, baby. All right, ladies, I truly love you, and let's talk in the other video because I got some, oh, that's okay. That's perfect. Don't worry about it. I got some interesting new things that I'm about to be doing, and I just want to tell you all the platforms I'm at. So if you want to look me up, I'm Afrocentric Home Design, Facebook, and Afrocentric Home Design Instagram. And I'm loving Instagram, so I'm doing a story or a series. I think I'm on episode 5 today, and it's about Black American women designing in Ghana. So you should go over there too. And also, I did a nice discussion on my Afrocentric Home Design page on Facebook. Go over there, like the page. Let's get those likes up, and let's make it a beautiful channel. We're going in different places on every platform. I'll see y'all in the next video. Let me freshen up and get pretty. Love you, y'all. Peace and blessings. And wait, I wanted to read. Omi Funke said, oh, okay, gotcha. Peace and love.